We're going to get started here soon. What is up, everybody? All right. Okay, let's see. Get this working. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. That fixed up right there. How's everybody been? It's been a while. Bull run's going good. It's taking off right now. Bitcoin just recently hit an all-time high. So pretty exciting. I just recently paid for the multi-streaming, so we're gonna be on YouTube, we're gonna be on Kick, we're gonna be on Trovo, Twitch, TikTok, X. We're gonna be everywhere. So pretty dope. How are y'all doing? We're gonna be talking about the three frog narrative for this cycle, how Pepe is the reason that we're even having this entire, meme coin narrative, how it literally started off our bull run. A lot of people say that it's the reason it kicked off the bull run, right? So this is Pepe. That is, it's crazy. It actually got onto Coinbase and Robinhood. Coinbase and Robinhood now, right? Two of the biggest exchanges that any coin that you would want it to get on. I remember the days when Pepe first came out. Not like, the exact first day it came out, but when I first was hearing about it, when it was first buzzing and building, and I got into it at around 450 million, but I heard about it way sooner, and I wish that I would have bought it for sure, you know. But you think that these meme coins are going to be like everything else and rug, so you don't get into it, and then that ends up being your mistake. At least it was with Pepe. So Pepe, right, during when it was nothing but rugs, no liquidity, we had just gone through a NFT bull run. I guess you could say it was very much so a NFT centric bull run in 2021, right? And I think it really sucked to have an NFT centric bull run in 2021 like we had, because man, NFTs are freaking hard, because if you don't get the rare ones or the right ones, or if you don't have a buyer for your specific, NFT or whatever, you're stuck. You're stuck holding that NFT. And a lot of people lost shit tons of money in NFTs. There was tons of NFT, I guess you could say, scams or rug pulls or whatever. So it's very good to see that we have a meme coin narrative for this cycle. Now, how did we end up getting that? Well, the reason we got that is because Pepe came out of nowhere. Like I said, some people say Pepe is the reason that this bull run even started. And then to top it off, because Pepe was so successful in the way that Pepe came about, because Pepe was kind of taken over by the people, right? It was kind of taken over by the people and made our thing, because we didn't like what the leaders were doing or whatever. So it was kind of like the first really big, major, successful CTO, you could say. And so when the people saw what was possible with Pepe and how far and high it could go with our efforts collectively, that's what started this meme coin narrative. And now you have people and a bunch of people, doing the same thing, building these meme coins together with the we the people kind of mindset in mind. So you have that from Pepe, okay? And that's this coin right here, the number one meme in the world, you know. First of all, mind you, a lot of, Pepe is one of the biggest memes in the world, one of the most famous, most recognizable, and done some of the biggest things. Some people say that without Pepe, Trump wouldn't have even become the president, right? Some people are saying that without Pepe, President Trump wouldn't have been elected, and he had a big role to play in Trump because becoming president, So that's how big of a meme this is. Why would you bet against this? Plus, on top of the fact that it literally, was the thing that started this bull run and gave us the meme narrative. I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? That Pepe is the leader of this cycle. And then next after that, what you have, sorry, my pants. There we go. What we have next after that is two other frogs, three altogether, right? So you have Pepe, the leader of this cycle, that look at what it's doing. Look at its chart. Look at how it has gradually, over time, put in higher highs and higher lows consistently, like a blue chip major coin, right? I mean, there's only one other chart that looks as beautiful as this, and it's like Bitcoin. Okay, that's how I feel about this. So if you're looking at it, beautiful, explosive, massive growth on top of the fact that you had a community that was pushing this like no other community in the world, collectively coming together, all the way from China all the way to the United States. And I'm talking about literally flying airplanes with banners. Flying airplanes with banners overhead, doing the craziest stuff, right? Chinese communities coming together and forming communities for Pepe, and like the Facebook account for Pepe. Who even made that? Is it the guy? Is it part of the Pepe team? I don't know, but that's the kind of thing that you're talking about, right? Like the Reddit pages or the community page where people are literally just building stuff for Pepe. You don't have to rely on the dev or anything. So when people saw that it was possible with Pepe to do a CTO and do something like this and have it be so successful, that opened the floodgates for everyone to start trying to do it with other coins. So let's just get that out of the way. Okay, this is the boss, and everyone should be paying homage to Pepe. Now, next, you have Hoppy, which is the second frog from the second book by Matt Fury, the same artist who made Pepe. Okay, so Pepe comes from the Boys Club book, which is a very, very big narrative in the crypto community right now this cycle, because you have Pepe as the leader of the Boys Club, right? The number one meme. Then you have Andy, which is Pepe's best friend in that book, and then you have Land Wolf and Brett. So, and each one of those coins right now are doing extremely well. Land Wolf, amazing. Andy, doing amazing. Brett on base, doing amazing. So you see what's happening with this narrative, okay? And I can show you guys, actually. Go over here really quick. Okay. We'll just go to Land Wolf. Okay, so you could see Landwolf here. Up 34%, okay, in the past 24 hours. And it's at 63 million market cap. Okay, so this narrative and the coins attached to Pepe's narrative do extremely well. Cool. Got that. Now, there's two other books and two other frogs by Matt Fury, the same guy who made Pepe. The Knight Riders book, which Hoppy comes from, okay? And that is another comic book that Matt Fury made. Hoppy is another main character frog that comes from that book. Okay? And Hoppy, by the way, already went up to 133 million, right? 133 million. So you can see what these narratives tied to Pepe can do, what they've already done. And where do you think something like this is going to go during altcoin season? I think Hoppy easily $1 billion meme coin, multi-billion. And then you have another third frog by Matt Fury with a story, just like how Pepe from the Boys Club book has a story. And Hoppy from the Knight Riders book has a story, and they're both main character frogs. Fefe is from the Mind Viscosity comic book by Matt Fury, right? And he's also a main character frog from that book, Mind Viscosity, the third book by Matt. So this coin has already ran all the way up to about 11 million. Okay, a little bit above 11 million. So if it's come back down and it's put in higher highs and it's consolidating, put in a higher low, where do you think this one, as the smallest, most powerful Matt Fury meme coin, part of the three frog narrative, is going to go? And look at how it's doing, up 14% in the past 24 hours. I think this one sitting just under 1 million, easily 100 million to $1 billion meme coin, easy, based on everything that we've seen, based on what all the other coins have done. And Fefe has a real community, over 1,000 memes from the community that have been made. It has one of the best narratives, transparency. I think one of the best teams and best communities behind running this. Everyone knows what's happening with this coin. It's verified on CoinMarketCap. It has 2 centralized exchanges. The marketing wallet for Fefe also has $1,000 worth of Landwolf, which is now like $17,000 or $1,700. Think about where Landwolf is going to go, how much the marketing wallet for Fefe is going to be. So I'm excited for Fefe. It's doing extremely well. You can see right here, if you look at it, I mean, let's zoom back. You can see how it's just growing. From this point, it's just consistently growing upwards. I can't wait for altcoin season, guys. I hope y'all are ready. The three frog narrative. Please share this out with everyone. Do not let anyone miss this. We're trying to help people. We're trying to save people from rugs. The lighthouse of crypto. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay up.